Good morning, friends. Again, here's a new video. I would like to address people from Montreal. I don't know if it's going to get to reach them or not, but I'm gonna leave them a message. People from Montreal, you are just fucking dickhead. You're just fucking assholes. And people from Papineau, Montreal, you are shit people because you're still voting for Mr. Trudeau, Justin Trudeau, okay? So I'm asking you not to vote for him. Don't put him back as Member of Parliament in Papineau because you will regret it, since you are already regretting that he has done what he has done. I am extremely upset and anger against Mr. Trudeau for what he has done with SNC Lavalin. As far as I'm concerned, but you can see as well, Mr. Trudeau is still going to get out of what he has caused with SNC Lavalin because he is the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister is the big boss of our country. So even though if you try to bring him to court, you will never be able to do so, okay? Because he's a Prime Minister, he's a corrupt Prime Minister, okay? Judge at the Supreme Court, they have not been voted for, okay? No one in Canada voted for a Supreme Court judge. But they were put there by a corrupt Prime Minister. Are they worth it, Well, myself, I'm considering judge at the Supreme Court as good people, because if they're there, it's because they deserve it. But not to have been placed by Mr. Justin Trudeau, because that man is crooked. His Liberal Party is crook. Any other political party, they're all crook, okay, and they're all liar. They like to lie, because with lie, for them, they can go anywhere they want, and not for us, because we're not politicians. We're only citizen. We're only veteran, and for them, we don't count. We don't worth nothing. I've seen it. I have lived it, I'm not lying on it. It is the truth. Mr. Michel Picard in the Motorville riding, that man never met me. Even though I tried to meet him several times, he never met me because the director of his cabinet there, that man is a real asshole, okay? Because he thinks that he has all the answer for the Member of Parliament, but it is not the truth, okay? Mr. Picard, or the man, the director of the cabinet, you suck big time. First time I went to see you was for a different problem with Canada Revenue Agency. I had a problem with that, now it's solved. My other problem is with the Canadian Armed Forces, and it needs to be solved. Mr. Picard, you are the only one who could have been able to solve my problem, but you never tried it. So I'm just wishing that people from Montreal will not be voting for Mr. Michel Picard, because that man does not deserve it at all, okay? Michel Picard, you know what I'm meaning by that, Since you have a director in your office that doesn't want to know fuck all about us, he's totally forgetting about us. Well, enough talk about that. Let's talk a little bit about veteran. We know we have been forgotten by Mr. Justin Trudeau. We have been forgotten by Mr. Stephen Harper and the Prime Minister before him. It's been all the same, Veteran, you go to war, that's good for the Prime Minister because you go to war. When you come back and you're disabled, well, you don't count for him because you're not good in the Canadian Armed Forces. If you're still good in the Canadian Armed Forces, well, it's also good for the Minister of National Defense because that man sucked big time. He's wearing a fucking turban on his head, and underneath of his turban, as I kept saying all the time, myself, I was a company sergeant major in the past. I was really strict on it, on the haircuts. But the Minister of National Defense was wearing a turban, and underneath of the turban, he must have had long hair. But nobody went to check that because he was an officer, and at the end of his career, he was Lieutenant Colonel, which worth nothing to me, especially in the reserve, The reserve, the word say reserve. The word say reservist, okay, so it's no good. Me, I was in the regular forces, and it meant everything. It meant everything because I was in the regular forces. I have nothing against the reservists or the reserve. I have nothing against it because right now the reservists, they go anywhere, everywhere that the regular forces are go. And well, reservist is the Canadian Armed Forces. Simple as that. Okay, but I have nothing against that. They are reservists. They can work beside that because they are reservists. And before I used to call it weekend army because during the week they went to school and the weekend they were working in the reserve. So anyways, it's not, well, not right now it's not good at all because you have different classes in the reserve that you can choose. You can choose to apply to your life. Okay. Well, enough talk about that. Mr. Sajan, okay. I'm pretty sure that you are doing a lot right now to try to save the Prime Minister. I think every minister are doing the same fucking crap or the same fucking shit. You know, all the ministers in the Liberal Party, you know, they're all with Mr. Justin Trudeau for what he had done with SNC Lavalin because SNC Lavalin was throwing money to the Liberal Party, which was against the law. They were not supposed to do it. Or if they were doing it, they should have been doing it to other parties as well, you know. But if it's only the Liberal Party of Canada, it is no good at all. Myself, I have big words against it, you know. I never consider Liberal anyway, either in the province or either in federal. I do not trust them at all for what they're doing so far, okay? Because Liberal Party is being run by an Islamist. And when could you tell me when was the last time you saw an Islamist running our country? Well, there was never before. But right now, Justin Trudeau is an Islamist. He's running the Canada, which is not great at all because he keeps bringing all kind of Muslim here in Canada, and we're going to be stuck with it. We're going to be stuck with those crap because myself, I hate Muslims, and you know that as well. I keep bugging you on Muslims that are in Canada so far, okay? It is extremely bad because, you know, our grandchild or anyone from our family will have to survive in the future, will not have to live. They will have to survive. That's simple as that because, you know, the earth is getting closer of the sun and the sun has his total size right now. And what's going to happen? Well, I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue because I'm not scientific. Shit, you know, man. You know, veteran, I'm with you all the time. I would always expect to get emails from you, but you never send me emails to encourage me to continue. Only one guy does that, and that man, I keep calling him every weekend, which is a good man. Also, I'm also calling another person in Nova Scotia. That man is also cool, okay? Very cool. I believe I'm going to go very far with those two men, okay? But as for any other veteran, well, I'm writing to a few of them, but this is all about, okay? I don't hear nothing from them. Right now in my email, you will see that there are a few links that were provided by one of my best friends. I keep calling him brother because, you know, veterans are all brothers to me, because or sisters to me, because I'm like that. I love veterans. I love each other. And you know, myself, you know, I'm not counting lies at all. I'm telling you, veteran, that I'm all behind you, okay? I will try to protect you as well as I can. If anyone is talking against veteran, well, I will always be there to make sure that they understand the right or the word veteran, because veteran right now is not being understood by the people of Canada, because they all think that a veteran is an old guy, but you can have young guy too, you know. And I respect a lot older people than me, because the older people than me, they know just about everything, and they're the one who built Canada, and Mr. Trudeau does not even consider it. Thank you very much. And